All right, everybody. Welcome back to Shiftwork Podcast. This is episode 3. I am Mason.
I'm Garrett.
I'm Trey.
And here we got our good buddy, Lou Pena. I've been friends with him for a long time. Say what's up, Lou.
Yo, what's up?
A little closer to the mic.
Hola.
Beautiful. Sound wonderful.
One more.
Papi. Lou.
Thanks for coming on the show, Lou. We appreciate it.
Thank you
Yeah,
for
man.
having me. Thank
You
you
should-
for having me.
Feel honored. Technically, you know, if this ever hits it big, you're the first guest.
First guest.
Whew.
We'll get
I
you
feel
a
all tingly inside.
we'll get you a sash.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah.
Well, all right, everybody. How was y'all's week? How you been doing since the last episode? Any updates?
The big notable update was January 28th,
Oh, no.
if memory serves me correctly.
Yes, it does.
If you follow us on Instagram at shiftworkpodcast, you'll know that January was the month of Mason.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, we had a great time at Mason's birthday.
I had fun. I got drunk. You know, Lou didn't show up. It's all good.
Damn, dude.
I'm just fucking
You
with
didn't
you.
show up to my birthday.
Roast him
You
on
didn't
his
ask me to
first
do anything.
episode.
Nerd.
Our first guest at Shiftwork Podcast ever.
Yo, this is
Already
why we
roasted.
wanted you here. We need some
Damn.
questions
Yeah,
answered.
yeah.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the roast of Luis Pena.
Luis Peña.
Luis Anel Pena.
Luis Angel Peña.
Pena is pineapple.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, it is?
Yeah,
Piña.
but they're spelled different. His has an E.
I never knew that.
Pena
It's
is with an
not.
I.
Oh, Pina
An
Colada.
Iñe
Ah.
and then an A. God, gringos,
No.
man.
No.
Fastad way.
No.
Orale. Well,
Damn, dude. This is the bilingual episode, too.
Oh my god, when I was a kid, my family went to Mexican restaurants. My dad could pass as Hispanic. He was really tan skinned, but he was the whitest dude out there. We go to restaurants and he would try to speak Spanish to like the waitresses and stuff, and every time he would go like "CC, yes."
Oh, Jesus.
oh my God.
As if they couldn't understand the first time. Oh my god. Funny shit.
Well, Lou, we obviously wanted you as the first guest. You got great stories. You're the fucking homie. Could you like just run through what jobs you can at least think of that you had from like first to like most current? You don't got to say like the place, but you know, I was a driver for this. I was an electrician for that, you know.
Oh, I was a pizza cook. I was
What was your first job?
my first job.
Yeah.
McDonald's.
At McDonald's?
Ooh, I forgot about
Damn.
that.
Which McDonald's?
The one on McKinsey.
By
Oh,
by
hell
TM?
yeah.
Not McKinsey. Sorry, Leopard.
Oh, big
shit.
dip. McKinsey was
Yeah.
nice.
No, dude, I loved McDonald's whenever I first started working there.
Really?
I used to
I
love
still
the double
do.
quarter pounders.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Best thing on the menu.
Yeah,
Dude,
exactly.
let's get McDonald's up for the show.
Dude, I'm so down.
Oh, God.
Miss McDonald's, please sponsor us.
Yeah.
We'll
We'll
sell out pretty fast.
We'll take
think so.
15 McDoubles per episode.
15.
Which me, Garrett, and Lewis a couple years ago got incredibly drunk and tried to order 15 McDoubles, and they said, "We only have breakfast right now," and we were all just like,
They
bullshit.
just didn't want to make it.
That's bullshit.
Exactly.
That's 30 patties down at once.
"Jesus." What do you do after McDonald's?
No, how was McDonald's?
Oh yeah,
What did you
McDonald's,
do?
I was a cook.
Hell
At 16?
Yeah, at 15.
At 15?
Fry cook.
Oh
As
shit.
soon as I was able to get a job, I got a job, and yeah, McDonald's my favorite. Hooked it up.
What did they start you at?
I think it was like $8.
That's not bad.
Not
Yeah.
bad at
What-
all.
Oh,
Can-
minimum wage at the time.
Consider No, I think that was
No.
Minimum wage was
That was
7.25.
25. Yeah, that was
Yeah.
minimum wage.
yeah.
Yeah, I got the hookup, so I got 8.
That's pretty sick.
Yeah. it was
How long did that last?
About 5 months.
What
Then moved on to bigger and better.
Honestly,
Domino's.
I've had a lot of jobs
Oh,
way less than
shit.
5 months. So,
So McDonald's and then on to Domino's.
dude, that is a step up.
Domino's, yeah. Which
Is-
I loved Domino's because whenever I was hungry, you know what I used to do? I used to call my friend and be like, "Hey, order this, this, and this. Order this pizza with these toppings, some cheesy bread, some lava cakes." And then he'd ordered it, and I'd call him back, "Hey, cancel the order."
Oh my God.
So the order was canceled, and I just go to the back, take it, got down.
Hell yeah.
I've heard that
That's genius.
some Domino's, if people cancel the orders, they don't let the cooks take it. I've heard that some make them throw it away.
Yeah, most of the time, they make them throw it away. But I mean, I worked there maybe like 10 years ago, so.
Damn, dude.
I've had that at actually a couple restaurant jobs I worked at where like they wouldn't let you take home like remakes or canceled food just because it was policy, and then literally going in the trash.
So
I got written up for it once too, and it was like, dude, I was making $8 an hour. I didn't live, I was paying bills. Like it was right when I moved out of my parents' house, and I was taking home like half a sandwich, a soup, and a salad, and they fucking wrote me up.
I think that at the city level, certain cities have implemented like fines on restaurants that let food go to waste, and so there's some restaurants that even have policy where they won't let people, their customers, like waste food. Like they have to either finish or like take it out with them.
Yeah.
So the restaurant isn't just like throwing away food, which is pretty nice.
Yeah, I'm all for that.
Yeah, that's pretty progressive. I saw a thing today about a kid getting fired for like at Dunkin' Donuts. At the end of the night, they throw all this shit away, and he was putting it in bags and giving it to homeless people, and they'd fired him because it was against policy. And it's like I can't even imagine where like that could be implemented. Like even if I was a GM and I saw it going on, and I knew it could get me in trouble, I in no way would tell somebody no for doing a nice thing. Like it's ridiculous. And then you get into, I've seen it on YouTube, the freegan people, where they refuse to pay for food, so they're like digging through dumpsters, taking expired food, and that's a whole different fucking animal. But how do you like Domino's?
I loved it, dude, but the manager, such a dude.
Oh yeah.
What was his name?
Anthony
What?
Anthony Fisher, bro.
Oh.
It was Fish. No, I don't know. I forgot his last name.
So you were pizza maker?
It was.
Did you ever participate in those competitions Domino has for like box maker?
The box
yeah.
folding.
Not at all.
Damn, dude.
Not at all.
Yo, I bet you were quick though, bro.
But one day the GM came in, battled me one-on-one, pizza making skills, beat him.
Hell yeah.
Nice.
Yo, that's my boy Lou right there.
My rep, just kind of started going up from there.
What's your take on pineapple as a pizza topping?
You know what? I've never had it.
Really?
Really?
I mean,
not
I
even.
I like the idea of it.
Yeah.
But I've never had it myself.
And not even from like, someone at a pizza party and there was like a Hawaiian. You never had it?
No,
That's crazy.
I was always like the most picky person. Like when I was growing up.
Yeah.
It maybe like 3 years ago is whenever I started eating like everything. But back then, nah, just pepperoni or cheese.
Damn. I'll say this, I like it. Like it's not bad, but I'll never order it myself.
Yeah.
But if it's there, like I'll totally eat it.
You
Yeah.
like pineapple on pizza, Garrett?
I don't like it, but I'll just pick it off.
Yeah.
Makes no
Then you
difference
just
to
have
me.
ham and cheese?
Yeah.
I don't even like
Canadian bacon.
I don't even like ham on pizza. It's not my favorite.
Do
Fair.
you like pineapple on pizza? Email us at shiftworkpodcast@gmail.com. No one emailed us last week. Come on, bro.
Come on.
Hey.
Just do
What
it.
the fuck you doing?
Hey,
I'll say
email us, please.
I'll say two notes. One, everyone sees we're not lying. We have a guest on this show.
We got a guest.
Our first honored, coveted
That's me.
guest.
Yo, that's
That's
Lou.
me.
That's my boy, dude.
Y'all
No
are
one can
so
ever
lucky.
Take that away from him.
Y'all are so lucky. Y'all don't even know. We got Lou.
We got Lou
That's
Angel motherfucking Pena.
Luis Angel Peña.
Yo, fucking grill master, dispatch master.
Oh yeah.
Fucking
So
nothing's number one fan.
so
dude.
after
me.
Domino's,
That's me.
and if you can't remember everything, that's fine. But like after Domino's, what was the?
What was the move?
Yeah, where to?
Domino's.
Because you're
Oh,
right,
yeah.
Lou. Like through high school, you meticulously were fucking working.
Yeah, you're steady
I've
working.
You
never
always had
not
jobs.
a job.
Yeah.
It was Party City.
Oh shit!
No way. I did not know you worked at
Oh.
Party City.
In Moore Plaza?
No, it was over there in Cal Island whenever they first
Oh,
opened it.
Oh,
Cal
yeah,
Island,
yeah.
Okay.
It was, yeah.
How was that? That's-
I love
Oh
that.
man, dude!
I love it.
Ah,
That
this
sounds
guy
like it.
loves them.
It sounds like it. Like if you had to work retail, like Party City, don't sound that bad.
Did you work through Halloween?
Yeah.
Oh,
I was a seasonal worker, so
Mm.
that's whenever they hired me, through Halloween to like Christmas or whatever.
Jesus.
How was that? A lot of characters.
A lot.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I used to, like, whenever we closed, I would just put on like a mask or something like that, grab a lightsaber. Yeah, just start messing around, going over there, eating the candy. I mean, don't tell anybody, but yeah.
Dude, I don't even like walking through that store in the month of October. I can't imagine having to work there and just like deal with all that.
Kids like throw shit on the ground.
Did anyone ever buy those like $1,000 plus masks? You know, like every
We
Party
never
City
even
had
had-
like
I
one
didn't-
ornate Halloween mask or some shit on the wall.
You just unlocked a memory I haven't thought of in like 15 years.
This isn't Tony Hawk Pro Skater. Come on, you can't unlock memory.
Mind
Yo,
blast.
you don't live in my stupid monkey brain. I'm just saying.
What'd you do at Party City? Just like stalking?
Yeah, stocking, customer service. Other than that, yeah, picking up after everybody. You know how it goes down.
Who's the craziest person that came in there?
Craziest person that came in there. Shit, probably Isaiah.
Oh,
Of course, Izzy went
oh
to,
my
right?
god.
Oh my god.
Did he come in just to see you, or was he like getting shit for a party?
Nah, he came in just to see. It's the boy.
Yeah, that fool's crazy.
Yeah.
In like so many different ways.
Garrett met him for the first time this week.
I love him.
Dude, the
good
funniest thing
people.
was Izzy's whole thing is him like having conversations with himself, and it's so funny. And Art and I were sitting on the couch, and Izzy's phone is charging over here underneath the TV, and he's like, "Oh, I got to go to the restroom." So he walks off this way, and he's like walking down the hallway like this, and he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm just staying at Mason's house. Yeah, I'm staying at Mason's house." And Art and I look at each other like, and then I see his phone there, and he comes back, and I'm like, "Isaiah, are you on the phone?" And he goes, "No." And I'm like, "You were saying I'm staying at Mason's house, staying," and he's like, "No." And I'm like, "Dude, I can tell when you're fucking lying."
Just message them in the group. We're talking about Isaiah right now.
Oh yeah,
Join on.
Yeah, I definitely will.
Right, that was his name, at the Isaiah Navarro.
Navarre experience.
Oh,
Just in case there was any doubt.
Oh yeah,
It's
the Isaiah Navarez.
people had to know.
If you want to go do some political polls and
Oh Jesus.
oh yeah, dude, that's why I thought he would be fantastic to have on this show. But
I feel like if you've seen that all gas, no brakes guy who just goes around America like interviewing the most random shit, I feel like Isaiah Navarez would be like a good co-host to that dude.
yeah, or he'd be one of
Wearing
the
a-
wild ass people.
Wearing a ridiculous suit or something.
Izzy
Yeah,
was
he'd be with the anti-masker groups.
Izzy was at all the rallies for like this past political cycle. Like, regardless of what side it was, he was there. He's like, "I just want to see history, man." And he's like, just walking up in protesters' faces, like whether it's Trump or like Black Lives Matter people, and Izzy's just filming it, like, "Yo, it's history." Oh man! But what do you do after Party City? Or you got any stories from any of these that you can think of, like off the top of your head? If not, it's no
Not
problem.
Party City. That was pretty chill. I mean, besides. No.
Just a lot
Lou,
of
you
just
probably
a lot
had-
of people
Yeah,
during
dude,
the
exactly.
Halloween
Exactly.
season.
You probably have like 25 plus jobs, I imagine.
Around that.
What are some of the notable ones? Let's do that.
Walmart, when I worked with Chris.
Oh my God, I forgot about that too.
shit.
Yeah.
Which Walmart?
It was Greenwood.
Oh, Lord.
Oh no!
Gosh.
Were you on night
Ooh.
shift?
No, Chris was.
I remember Chris was.
He hated it.
Dude, I would.
What'd
too.
you do at Walmart? What was your title?
Electronics.
Oh, nice.
Oh my god! I got a good. Oh my god! I got a good Greenwood Walmart electronics story.
It was probably Lou.
Yeah.
No.
I was the one probably
Nope.
helping you out.
This was this was way back in the day, like the 90s. I don't remember what year it was, but my sister and I really wanted Furbies. Y'all remember Furbies?
Oh yeah, I got a Furby
Bro.
story too.
They were selling like hotcakes. You couldn't get them anywhere. They're like, yeah, the PS5s like now. Yeah, couldn't get them anywhere. That's all my sister and I wanted. So my mom, being the great mother she is, went to the Greenwood Walmart at like 11:30 at night.
Oh, Lord.
Um,
Yeah, they're not selling Furbies there.
Yep. She went. She found two of them. She found the last two, and then as she was walking out, some lady was like, "Hey, you got Furbies!" and like started walking after her. And she like ran to her car and drove off with the last two. And my sister and I got Furbies that year.
He got the Trouble Man doll.
That's like
It was just like that, except
Yeah.
it's fucking sketchy ass Greenwood Walmart.
Honestly, it's
11:30 p.m.
It's even worse because it's not like Christmas, cliche New York City, Black Friday craziness like Jing all the way. It's just like
a random night.
yeah, just a
for
random night.
Furbies.
even better. It's Walmart on Greenwood.
Dude.
Hell, dude,
Yeah.
I used to work off Greenwood too. Fucking iconic. But it was fine. It was like it's not like the public could go in there. We were just a shop.
And you know what's funny? Over there at Greenwood, they have the electronics closed off like after 9.
Oh really?
Yes.
Man,
That's not fun.
So you got to go home early.
People need
Then.
to quit stealing
Yeah,
shit.
yeah. Probably like the electronics were the ones that went home the earliest. So as soon as I left, Chris was going in, and I would always.
Yeah,
mess
y'all
with
high
him.
five when you
Yeah.
switch shifts.
Exactly. Stalker.
Knuckle
Nice
bump.
stalker.
What was the hot item when you were working there?
Xbox One.
Xbox
shit.
One.
Xbox One.
Okay.
I'm on my 3rd Xbox One. I'm not proud of it.
So you guys switched to PS4, dog.
Sold one for 500. No, they didn't break. Sold one for $500 because it was a day one edition.
The worst ones too. The worst.
Well, I have that generation again. I got another one for Christmas, like a 2 terabyte Gears of War edition. It was sick. Pawned it for $100 to pay my rent. Was gonna get it out the next week. Looked at the wrong date. Went to get it out. They sold it. It was worth way more.
I remember those days whenever me and Chris wanted to play Fallout. But
No, that was my PS4. I sold that one because I turned
Oh.
21 and I wanted to go hit the nightlife.
yeah, I know.
Hell yeah.
I know.
Hell yeah. Well, damn. What was notable after Walmart?
After Walmart.
Wait, what was the Walmart discount? Did you
it
get
was
one?
It was like 10%.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's nothing.
Get outta
nothing
here.
at all.
More like wall fart.
Yeah. Rather just steal than. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yo, not to incriminate yourself, but did things go missing while you were working there?
I don't know.
Allegedly.
Maybe.
Not even.
Let's just keep it at
allegedly.
I'm not saying you know who did it.
I don't. But let's keep it at a maybe.
Mm.
Yeah.
My sister worked at Best Buy selling appliances and shit. I don't know, 2005 to like 2008, and it was in like iPods were popping, but people were definitely still buying CDs. And she was in appliances, and she was actually pregnant at the time, so she was like sitting on a stool, and she told me like no one goes into Best Buy to buy appliances really. Like they'll look at them, but they go home and order them and get them delivered. Like even then, And so she said like at least once a week, kids would be running back there and unwrapping and like busting open CDs and like shoving the CDs down their pants, and she'd have to like catch the kids and call security.
Jesus.
And she was making like $8 an hour at the time, and
Which was
it's-
good for the time.
Yeah, but like when you're 8 months pregnant and trying to keep kids from stealing and shit, and yeah, just pain in the ass. But it's like it's just funny to think of like stealing even then it's like, why are you stealing CDs? Like you just go on BitTorrent, dude. Like I don't promote stealing music, just
I'm gonna steal the Nail Walker songs.
I mean they're up for free download. I'm
Yeah,
just saying.
I've already ripped them.
Nailwalker.bandcamp.com.
Yo, Lou's our number one fan.
That's me. Number one. Don't you forget it. Yeah.
All motherfucking day.
All motherfucking day.
All right, so Walmart, you liked it? Would you work for them again?
Yeah, but the thing is, at the very end, I forgot what exactly I did, but like it was to the point where they were gonna fire me. But I was cool with the manager, so she was just like, you know what, you're a seasonal worker, so it's just call it an end to your call it an end to your season. So yeah, I got let go maybe like a month and a half earlier than I should.
Damn.
But it wasn't like on your record as
Yeah,
like a
I didn't
fire.
get fired exactly. I didn't get fired.
That's good.
So, and after that, I'm not gonna name the place, but yeah, it was like a general store, sold pictures and all that kind of stuff.
Hell yeah. Sold pictures.
Yeah,
Pictures.
pictures.
I'm unfamiliar with what you're getting at here.
I used to work at a photo lab.
A photo lab.
Photo lab. I don't know.
Trey, we're not
CVS.
saying the fucking name, dude.
Why not?
Maybe. I don't know. Walmart. Again.
It's fine. I'll bleep some shit.
Yeah. No. So. Should I even go on this story right now?
It's a good story.
It's
Oh,
a really
yeah.
good story.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
We'll
Okay,
bleep some
so I
shit.
worked at this one place maybe for like 2 years. I worked with old boy Art. Yeah.
Arturo
And,
Salcedo the third.
Arturo
Yeah, he maybe worked with me for like
Salcedo the third.
7 months.
Okay.
Such a dick. Anyways, I'm just kidding, but he was cool.
You think you know a guy?
Dude, I stole so much shit. from
Wait, is this the
place.
one with the freezer story?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Yes. I.
What were you nabbing?
What was I? What?
What were you nabbing?
You want to hear the freezer story? or some
Sticky
other
fingers
stories?
Lou, man.
Yeah, yeah. That's what they called me. Sticky fingers. No, but okay. The freezer part's like the good part, so I'll
Take it away
wait for that. But yeah. Every morning when I'd get there, because I think I went in maybe like around 7 or 8. I finished all my morning stuff, and before I opened the photo lab, I would grab like a coffee from the fridge, a bagel, some ice cream, some chips, some cheese Danish every morning. Every morning before every shift. I used to do that.
You were during the day?
During the day.
I don't know why. Every time you've talked about it, I like imagined it at night for some reason.
No, the night was a freezer. That was a freezer thing. Yeah, but yeah, I can go on about so much of the stuff I took.
What? Talk about your method with the like the soaps and shit,
the soaps,
and like a shampoo and everything.
Oh yeah. So there was this one shampoo that I liked. So I would go to the photo lab, and they had like these empty cups, kind of like squeeze bottles. Pour them in there, and to throw away the evidence, I like at the end of our shift, we'd have like so much cardboard from like the film that I would just throw the shit in there, throw in the compactor in the very back, in the back room, and the evidence was gone. That's what I did with everything besides like even the wrappers, like the food that I took, the cheese Danish and everything. Yeah, throw it in there, compactor, evidence gone.
Foolproof.
But the thing is, like whenever I eat the food, I'd be out in the open.
Oh my god.
Over there. I just got so comfortable with it. I was just like, nobody's fucking watching.
And did you do that the whole time that you were there, essentially?
It was like after the first 3 months, yeah.
Yeah, so
into those 2 years.
So yeah, you do get comfortable, especially if it's been a year,
Dude,
and
yeah.
no one
Oh,
said
yeah.
anything.
Exactly.
You know anyone
Exactly.
else who's doing this as well, without saying their
Shit.
names? Like we're other people.
Nah, just me.
See, the rest of them would have been in the trash compactor eating that, scarfing that shit down. But my boy Lou likes to enjoy his food.
Like a raccoon, man.
Sometimes I'd even take the food like in the cart over, drag it over there, and if I wanted to enjoy it, take it to the back room, sit right next to the compactor, and then once I finished my delight, throw that shit in there. Press the compact, and after I pressed that button, I knew game over.
I just imagine like 6 people at the register, like, what the fuck? And Lou's like with his eyes closed eating a cheese Danish. You like put it in the microwave. You're like,
That's happened so many times.
maybe you got like a soapy life water with you. I'm trying to think of a drink of the time.
Just like Lewis to the photo lab. I'm just there.
Oh my god.
They're like, man, my photos are overdeveloped. You're like, I don't know.
Exactly. That's because that was the time whenever I worked out a lot. So I would be taking those protein drinks that are like almost $5. They used to be like, when they used to like get the count, they're just like, dude, we're missing like five cases. Just like, I don't know.
5
I
Who's
don't know.
fucking stealing these muscle milks, man?
Exactly.
Oh man, dude,
That's what it was. The
muscle milk's
milk.
gnarly.
Oh
I had a
my
banana
God.
one
Jeez.
time because I was drinking it.
You would get banana flavored protein drinks.
I didn't
man.
buy it. It was
Get
just
chocolate.
it was in the fridge. It
I had
wasn't my
banana
house.
once, and that's why those are the only ones that were full.
I mean,
We had
I got a banana vape right now.
the organization I was with in the desert would get pallets of like these EAS protein drinks. They had no carbs, no fat, pretty much like little minuscule calories, but it was just solely like protein.
There'd be like 5 cases missing.
No, no one else could order them, but these folks could order some special stuff, and so we were the only ones who would get them. So our gym, inside the gym, would literally be a pallet of just protein drinks, room temperature, and they tasted really chalky and shit, but like it's free, like 30 grams of protein, and you could have as much as you want. So we were drinking 2 of those a day. That's when I got up to like 200 something pounds.
Would y'all get like tobacco and shit flown in as well, or you had to pay for that?
You had to buy it. So we had in the corner store to us is called like the PX. Everyone just says go to the PX or like commissary or exchange. Anyways, but over there in the desert at different places, if it was big enough, they usually had like the big places like in Kuwait had an actual store, like hard shell building, and it was pretty much as big as like a Stripes almost.
Yeah.
You would walk in and they'd have freezers and shit, and
That's cool.
they'd have it's kind of like a everything. It'd have like some clothing if you needed it, or like extra towels and shit, or flip-flops or whatever for the shower. Then they'd have drinks and snacks and everything. But in more remote places, still pretty big. I remember our PX was literally like an 18-wheeler like truck, and they put like a box AC window unit on it and like a little table where someone was like cashing you out. And the coolest thing was they'd have like some hygiene items like shower stuff and a little bit of clothes or whatever if you need like an extra t-shirt or something, but they would have like just a couple deep freezers with like Gatorades and like some chips and snacks, and then they'd have like the whole back wall was just tobacco products with all different types of cigs and cigars and like Copenhagen and dip and all that stuff.
Getting buzzed as fuck.
Yeah, everyone's going for that. The crazy thing is though, over there, because it's so heavy and they can't just ship change like coins back and forth over there, it's pointless. They created these fake little like coin discs made out of just paper, and they'd print it on there like, hey, this is worth a cent, 5 cents, 10 cents, 25 cents, but they're fake, and they're little cards, like little laminated coins, and it's fake, it's not real, but you could collect them and use them as currency over there.
GI bucks.
Pretty much. And you can use them at exchanges back in the States. So the funny story is, people like me are like, I don't fucking want these to carry these around all the time, you know? Well, some of the servicemen and women would like gather those up from everyone who didn't want them and bring them back home, and would buy like fucking TVs with them and shit, because the exchanges in the States had to honor it, because that was like a legit currency within that company.
It'd be so hard to keep a bunch of those without like fucking them up.
No, you just put them in like a Ziploc bag or some shit, and then put it in your bag on your way home.
But
and they would just collect thousands of them, and then obviously add it up over time. That's like fucking dollars.
And there's nothing to like monetary. There's no like gold to back it up in a bank somewhere. Right?
Sounds like a good way to funnel money.
In a way, it's an IOU, because they kept your change in the form of cash or card swiping that you gave them. They just didn't give you your change back in coinage, so they like honor themselves.
Interesting.
By doing that, so it's kind of like
Scout's
IOU
honor.
Coins.
Scout's honor. You
But,
know all about that, dude.
Yeah, that was funny. So yeah, the protein drinks, man. I feel you on those.
So
Oh,
chunky.
man. You got anything else from Walmart?
What's the freezer story?
Yeah,
The freezer story. You wanna
freezer
hear that?
story,
Is it
and then
ready?
tell us how your time ended there at the place that which
Okay.
shall not be named.
All right. Yeah. All right. So the freezer story goes, one night. I mean, it was a few nights. Actually, more than a few, but I did this pretty often. So at the end of the night, I'd go to the freezer and I'd bust open like a 12-pack and probably drink them throughout my
12
shift.
pack
like
of what?
High Life.
Miller High Life?
Miller High
Dude,
Life.
champagne
That
and beers, dog.
Yeah, Miller High Life. But I mean, sometimes I'd
Bottles, cans.
bottles.
All right.
Yeah, but sometimes I'd feel a little spicy, so I get like the Red's apple, because I'd never tried that before. I was like I barely turned 21, So I was just like, yeah, I'm gonna try these things right here. Every time I drank those, biggest headache after work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah,
The
like
Reds is a
That's
lot
so
of sugar.
funny. After work, your
After
after work hangover.
The Reds cider is like the sweetest out of all the apple
yeah,
cider.
Exactly. But yeah. So I'd be drinking, go to the freezer, and they had like a little window by the door. Crack one open, and like just right next to the window, I just watch if anybody comes over there, because they like if just say a manager came by, they would need to put on like a code for the door. So I'd just run to the freezer, hide it, and just be like, act like I'm stalking. But I did that probably every other night.
Shit.
Yeah. So yeah, even while I was helping
That'll
the
add up.
huh?
That'll add up quick.
Definitely.
God.
By the end of the night, I was just after like 8-9 beers, because I couldn't take it home, obviously. So if I didn't finish 3, I'd put one like the corner, where only I would know where it is, and then the next night take those, finish them. But yeah, I did the same exact thing with the beer cans that I did the like the food wrappers and everything like that. So I just whenever at the end of the night you have to stock the drinks. And that was my job since I worked over there at the pictures. So, yeah, I'd bring all the cardboard in to, hide the evidence, scooter it back to the stock room, throw it away, compact.
Hell yeah, that compactor, man.
Dude, that compact came in clutch.
Dude,
But,
I was tempted a time or two to do what you were doing when I worked at the wine and liquor store. They had a camera in the freezer, though.
oh yeah,
Because the store's like high theft just from its own customers.
Yeah.
They had cameras everywhere.
and I was good friends with the manager, so I know where all the cameras were, even though eventually I got caught.
What happened?
I mean, I don't know. Like one day, like the one of the like the regional managers came in or something like that, and yeah, he went straight to the manager's office, and then I just get a phone call being like, hey, we need you to come over here. I'm just like, oh, okay, cool. They're probably gonna be like, hey, you're doing badass, but nah.
You want a
that
raise?
wasn't the case.
But that was not the case.
I was just about to ask for a raise. Yeah, you're right.
Yikes.
Yeah, so he brought me in there, and he's just like, hey, so we've seen what you've been doing, like we've seen you take all this stuff, so yeah, it's not looking good for you. And he was just like, so what we know what you've taken, you want to tell us anything else? And then like I was just like, dude, I don't know what to say. I don't know how much they've seen me take. I feel like they only saw me take maybe like $20 worth of stuff, and then
Yeah.
I just started naming shit, dude.
I feel like they were bluffing.
Yeah, exactly. They were bluffing the whole time because they saw me take a few things. But dude, I was just like, yeah, dude, nah, I took this.
cops?
This,
Oh,
this,
shit.
this. But he asked me, he made it a point to be like, did you take any alcohol? I was like, no. Me? Not me. Yeah, so that was good. If I would have said yes, dude, I would have gotten in so
Federal
much trouble.
crime,
Oh,
dude.
Yeah, dude, I would have gotten in so much trouble. But I stick to my story. I said no alcohol.
God damn.
But yeah,
dude.
and after that, he was just like, well, we need to see if it all the stuff you took adds up to like a certain amount before they do like a
Prosecute.
Exactly. And I was like,
What, $500?
$500 exactly. But I was like maybe $430.
Oh my god.
That's all the stuff that I told him. I was holding back on so much stuff, dude. And I was just guessing too. He's just like, so how many Cokes did you take? I was just like, honestly, probably like 20.
Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
I was like, there's the muscle milks. Probably took like 10. There's this.
You're like, yo, you the banana one is fucking sick, dude. I can't even believe there's that much protein, dude. They go down easy.
Exactly. He was just like, okay, so this shampoo, this hair moisturizer, how many did you take? Oh, I just took one.
He's
just one.
He's like, packs of gummy headphones. You're like 12, easy.
That's funny because that was one of the things.
Oh,
that I
really?
did. Yeah, the
Gummy
pair of black
headphones?
Dude, you're
Yeah.
opening the case like. Well, you probably needed to take
Dude,
12 because they
dude,
last like
What's a
3 or
gummy
4 days.
headphone?
They're the cheapest earbuds you can buy. They're like $7. There's
But back then they were like $20, and I was
Skull
just like,
candies.
dude, no, they didn't have skull
dude,
candies.
like Skull Candy looks like Gucci to gummy headphones.
Yeah.
Oh my
like that's how
God.
bad these are. It's like buying like a condom from the machine in a gas station.
Yeah,
Like
exactly.
that level of quality.
Better than nothing.
Dude,
I
but back
don't know.
then, whenever I put those on, I was just like, yeah, these are Bose. Yeah. It's probably the same thing as Bose.
Probably, man. It's just all about that label.
Like, yo, my plug told me they make them at the same factory.
it's all
so.
about that name, brand.
Dude, but the best part was, like, whenever I'd leave, I was already drunk, and I'd buy another 12-pack, and me and Ruben kill it as soon as we get home.
Would you when you like got called into the office, were you drunk or nah?
Nah, that was... They called me in early in the morning. Like, I got there at 8, 9 in the morning, and they probably called me in around 1. So I hadn't started yet.
Oh,
But
damn.
I was going to. I did eventually that night, but yeah, not around the time
Jeez.
I wanted or under my circumstances.
Well, where did you go to from? Like anything notable?
I mean, thanks for saying it. The name.
We'll bleep it.
Oh shit! I'll
Just
bleep it
kidding.
again.
Nah, from that place I went to CPL. Yeah,
Oh,
so I
nice.
was
What's
They
CPL?
fired me. Oh yeah, hold on. They fired me, but I was probably out of a job for like a week. But CPL is a clinical pathology laboratories. I was a courier there. So yeah, I would drive from Corpus to Austin. Think maybe 3 or 4 nights out of the week. Yeah, there and back.
What time of day?
It was night at 10 o'clock. So it's like overnight
10 p.m. You'd
Mhm.
leave from Corpus to Austin.
and then drive back.
Damn.
There was one time whenever I
It's
did
not
do
an
that.
easy drive
Nah, dude. I mean,
at night.
that was back when I was smoking a lot of weed.
Did you take 37 north to San Antonio, hit the
Yes.
410 up
Yeah,
35?
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
I'd have gone the back way every time.
There's a lady that was training me. She liked to milk her time, and then she always got in trouble for it. She'd be like, "Nah, take this way." And when she trained me on the slowest routes, like all the back roads. And one day,
She was getting paid more to train you.
no, she was getting paid hourly. So, like, if we went 12 hours, that's better than what we're only supposed to take 10. And she was taking maybe 13, 14 hours.
Well, Texas law, you drive for 11 a day, right?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Well, that's what it is for our job.
Yeah,
All these fucking couriers in this place.
True, we've all done courier work.
Who, me?
Not me. Not me.
I haven't.
I'm no driver.
I've only couriered classified documents by hand in a locked briefcase.
Yeah,
Internationally.
fucking me too. Do those in garage
Allegedly
deliveries.
I
internationally.
love those.
Mm.
I don't-
love those.
I don't like it because
Not on the record.
I feel like I'm inside someone else's space, and like maybe they got like a war vet, like a Vietnam vet grandpa that doesn't know that I can open the garage and he's gonna pop out and shoot me. So, dude, when I do those, I put the package in.
Says the
and
dude
I
in the
back
camo
way up.
fatigues.
This is
You
fatigues.
are a fucking Vietnam vet, bro.
These aren't fatigues. I bought this at Buffalo Exchange.
Who did you fight underneath the Menchaca and 290 bridge to get that, Mason?
Hobo Joe.
Damn.
He's a nice guy. Why would you do that?
He lives again.
Such a nice guy.
He tried to stab me with a plastic knife from Burger King.
Hey, I got
Yo,
some
The BK Lounge.
extra
Like that.
fatigues if you want some, dude.
No,
Can I
I'll
get some?
donate them to
I don't
you.
want to get called.
We
out.
made a homeless friend a few nights ago.
Oh my
shit.
I heard that story.
Yeah.
I heard
I wish
What
you
was
were
his
here for
name?
that.
Co? Like Co Wetzel?
It was something like that.
That's exactly what it was.
It was, but he spelled it with an A, didn't he? COA.
Fuck if I know.
All right, so let's set the picture here. So the month of Mason, January 28th, Thursday evening, approximately 8 p.m. We're in the parking lot of Mason and Garrett's residence, tailgating like them good old boys do. Quite literally on the tailgate in the
Yeah.
bed of my truck. We were
Ooh.
doing beers, had a burger
Sausage.
stand, barbecuing burgers, some of my deer sausage
So good.
with the jalapeno cheese. And we're just chilling, playing music. There's about 9 of us just sitting out here enjoying life. A little chilly, quite dark in the back. And at the time, Mason's birthday playlist flipped over to a Slayer song. And about that time, wouldn't you know, right behind the group from the street comes riding up on this really nice, obviously stolen mountain bike, this homeless man. He had a hard shell guitar case strapped to the handlebars of his bike, and he just comes up and joins the party, and then he's just sitting there in the background. And I don't know who noticed him first, but someone turned around and they're like, I think it was one of the ladies who was there, turns around, she's like, "Oh, hello, what do you have in there?" What's he say? Automatic weapons. We're like, what? And at that time, I turned around, Mason turned around, and he's just chilling there like it's no difference to him. The girls were legit scared and kind of freaked out by this, and they just went upstairs immediately. And so we're sitting there. I turn the music to country, and then he starts singing the old school like Dwight Yoakam country song that came on.
And he knew the Slayer song too. This
this guy knew Slayer, and he knew Dwight Yoakam like by word. He was singing along and had it right. He was drinking Busch Lattes from his own personal stash. We're sitting there trying to get rid of him because he's kind of fucking cramping the party.
I tried just so hard.
What's going on here? So we couldn't think of anything to get this dude to go. He was being stubborn.
We gave him a beer. Art gave him a cigarette. We gave him a burger.
Yeah.
And he
we
goes,
had one burger left.
He goes, "Oh, y'all are doing a real bad job of trying to run somebody off." And I'm like, I'm trying to be fucking nice. Like, you might be homeless. I don't know. Like, here's a burger. Like, you want ketchup or whatever. And we got him away eventually, but
we never saw what was in that guitar case.
Nope. Correction. I saw him the next morning when I left for work, and he was standing on the corner and playing his guitar. He was jamming pretty hard.
What kind of guitar did he have?
He had a Fender Strat, like he said.
God damn.
Well, it might have been a Squire. I didn't look closely, but
both of them.
It was a Strat.
Registered automatic weapon.
And it was magic that he had that hard case.
Yeah, it wasn't moving at all.
And he had like one cable wrapped around it. I guess that's a skill you learn when you're, living in the streets. You can tie shit up real well. Like you see the cars with like 10 feet of random shit tied to the top and the suspension's all the way down.
I think growing up as young boys, we've all probably tried to like ride a bike while carrying or like moving something, and it is not fucking easy, and you've probably dropped it 6 or 7 times before reaching your destination or giving up.
Even if you were carrying like a bag of fast food, it'd be a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
You
can't go to the corner store and like bring home a fucking Gatorade. It was hard on the bike.
I'm gonna let y'all keep this rolling for a second. I gotta piss like a fucking racehorse.
Beers.
Yep. Beers.
Beer run.
Everybody?
Yeah, I'll have another beer.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Can you check the camera and make sure it's still it's still like got enough charge on it?
Yes, I can.
Mason, if you could just put the toilet seat back up when you're done.
So,
thank you.
Lewis.
Yes, sir.
You worked for CPL. How long did you work there?
Probably about 2 years.
Did you have to drive your own car?
No, that was
company car.
That's good.
Yeah.
What kind of car did they have?
It was a Scion. It was like one of those box cars.
Yeah.
Okay.
That and like the pedophile vans, but I never drove those.
Pedo van.
The pedo vans, yeah.
Those drive
You
pretty
just-
well.
Dude, yeah. They
Courier
I
for
really like those.
paperwork or like actual like test tubes of fucking
test tubes
blood,
and everything like that. Blood,
plasma.
urine samples,
semen,
body fluid, semen.
fecal samples.
Dude, fecal samples all day.
Was it in like stable boxes and stuff like that and coolers, or did you have to like make sure shit wasn't tipping over in the back?
Nah, I mean we had like coolers, like
Okay.
styrofoam coolers. They put them in, and like they'd have all the tubes in like Ziploc bags.
Yeah.
Did you ever open up a box and move some test tubes around, swap some stickers?
No, that's so fucked up. No. I never.
Did you ever think about it?
No. The only thing I really thought about doing there is like stealing some of that dry ice.
Could you smell the poo poo?
Shit.
Yes.
You
dude.
could?
Yes, dude. There was some that was like the worst, and like they had
Wait. So there was enough fecal samples where it smelled like shit.
Dude, they had. We picked up probably from like
Oh God.
100 different labs, and like, I mean, whenever we put them in the coolers, you couldn't really smell them. But like whenever because we sorted everything and like we matched the paperwork with the samples, the urine samples, what were those things called? The
Blood.
Yeah, the blood. There is also like little parts. Like one time I saw a nut, like someone's
Like a
nut.
Wow.
Yeah, like
Shut the fuck up.
testicle. Yeah, they had it. It was like a
What?
Yeah.
Maybe it had like a growth on it or something.
Yeah, I don't know. It was
Ah.
cancerous or something like that. But
Could you smell that?
no.
Did you want to? Was it a big ball? Was some dude packing
Nah.
heat?
No. Thank you,
Thanks.
Check the camera.
Thanks, baby.
Mason.
I've got a
Mason.
cable over
Hang on. Everybody, let's all crack our beers. 1, 2, 3.
I see a girl.
Damn, dude. That should be like the bump noise right there.
It's
Just
funny
clip
'cause
that. Pop it out.
It's funny because on the last one, I cracked a beer during the theme song, and Garrett did this time.
Oh yeah, I did do that.
No burps, Mason.
Jesus.
Oh,
I've
we
already
gotta
drank
get your,
2 beers.
We
I
gotta
ain't
get your
burping.
voice on the theme song, dude.
I know,
It's been
man.
weeks. You want to do it after this? Is
Yeah,
it too
yeah, I'm
late?
down.
Is it too late to do it?
I'm down.
Lou, you want to be on it?
Yes.
All right. You're the last one.
All right, so what's the fucking best and worst job out of all your jobs? Out
Okay.
of all your gerbs.
Best and worst. Okay.
To my gerb.
I'd say the worst one. I mean, it's not. I don't have really too much stories behind it, but when I was when I did radiation, I was yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Hang on. When you did radiation,
What does that mean?
Oh yeah. sorry.
MRIs, X-rays.
No, it was X-rays.
Cancer radiation therapy?
It was X-ray, but it was for the oil fields. Like it was
Oh.
X-raying pipe.
Way out
On
of
the
left
ground.
field.
Yeah, exactly.
No,
So
oil field.
oil field contractor, whatever.
Yeah.
You would go and X-ray pipes to make sure there's like no
Make sure the weld is
damage or
good.
fractures or whatever in the pipe.
Exactly. Make sure the weld is good, you're not cracked or anything like that.
I
Make sure it's
fucking
really,
never
like,
knew
in the
you had
ground.
that job.
Yeah.
I imagine you were making bank.
I was whenever it was busy, but
Yeah. Is that during the boom?
Yeah, I was. I mean, there was a time. My favorite thing about that job was, like, having to go out and stay somewhere for like a couple weeks, getting paid per diem, and on top of that, my pay getting overtime, and like the whole time, like, we'd work out of our truck. Right, we had a dark room in our truck, develop the film in the back, make sure it's good.
Damn.
And sometimes we'd literally work for an hour, but we'd sit in the truck for like 14.
Playing Nintendo Switch.
I had my Switch on me. I'd play it all the time, watch some movies, no service. But yeah, that was.
Where would you go?
Houston. I went to. There's a lot of oil.
Would you go out west?
Yeah, I went to Midland one time.
Oh, fuck that.
Yeah, Midland. I mean,
That's a long
I
drive.
liked it. Yeah, I mean, it was cool over there, Midland. I mean, we always stayed in the shittiest hotels to save money, but
I used to stay at the Drury Inn there.
the Drury.
Drury.
The
I
one
can't
in
say
Sa-
it.
The one in San
Drury.
Antonio
Drury.
is good. Me and
It
Chris
was-
stayed over there.
It was like the best hotel I would stay in on the road. Other than that, they give me $100 per diem, so I would stay in $40 a night Super 8s, which 80% of the time is no fucking problem. It's like the same as going to a La Quinta, especially in a lot of smaller towns. They're updated, so you have like, you know, a TV like this, like a 50-inch nice TV, like it's clean, it's pretty big, like it's not shitty. But I stayed at one in Houston, and I didn't know where I was. I would work as long as I fucking could stand, and then I would just go check into those because you didn't need a reservation. And the thing is, I'd finish work at 3, 4, 5 a.m. and you got to be out at 10. So I really didn't care about where I stayed, but this one was terrifying. I have a photo of it on my old phone. I wish I could find it. The walls were cracked, like big cracks, like I could stick my finger in it. Like all the way down, there was wallpaper missing. They only had smoking rooms, so I was like smoking cigarettes in there. and I could hear people screaming like they were getting beat all around me, and there were like sirens every 20 minutes, and I Googled it, and I was in like a fucked up Houston neighborhood. And I was just rolling through town and pulled over at the first one I saw, so I didn't pay any attention because the area didn't look that bad. You know, it was nighttime, and I kind of got tipped off because right when I got there, I was like, man, this room's fucked up. Didn't think much about it. And I went to a gas station to just get a tall boy and like a frozen burrito or something because I hadn't eaten dinner. And like there were like metal bars between you and the cashier at the gas station. And I was like,
Did you get lean at a gas station?
Yes, it was that gas station.
Oh,
it wasn't real lean. It was like fake lean to put you to sleep. And I've drank real lean. And I looked at this. It was just like, you know, melatonin, valerian root, lavender. And I've had those kind of drinks since. Don't really do it. But for some reason that night, that shit was bussing. I felt like I took a painkiller.
Damn.
And so since then, like once a year, I'll see a different brand of the fake lean. And I'll be like, all right, tonight's the night. And I'm always disappointed. They just make you fall asleep real hard for 2 hours and then you're awake the rest of the night. It's like putting poison in your body.
Yeah, it's exactly what
But
it is.
I did want to bring up,
Bangs?
no, not bangs.
Oh, okay.
one of the jobs I've brought up where I worked at a sports bar in Corpus. I had some inclination that a girlfriend was cheating on me. I got real worked up, called in, and went to go, you know, figure out what was going on with that situation. My boy Lou here took my shift.
That's
He didn't
me.
even work there.
Oh shit! What?
Yeah, I had just left. Walmart. Chris called me. It was just like, hey, someone called in. Someone called in. It's like, hey, yeah, they're looking for another bar back. They're paying $50 for the rest of the night. You want in? So I was just like, yeah. Working with Chris, I'm down because I was gonna go over there anyways and hang out with them. So yeah, before I went, you know, got super high, like always.
Hell yeah.
And got to the bar. He just told me to wear anything, so I just wore like a black t-shirt. And yeah, whenever I met the manager and everything like that, he was all right, fucking weirdo, but
Literally
Yeah.
the best manager I've ever had.
I don't know about that. He was fucking weird. Also, he told me, yeah, $50 plus tips. I didn't get any tips for the end of the night. I kept asking, but I didn't get him.
Damn, they should have given them to you.
Yeah.
Do you remember what day of the week it was? Was it a weekday or weekend? Do you remember?
I'm not as I do not know. Yeah, but yeah. Whenever I got there, talking to Chris, and he goes like, "Yeah, they even give you a free meal." So I went over there, got my meal from Chris, started work, and he was just like, "All right, you got to cut all these limes and these oranges." So I was probably there for like an hour and a half, cutting some limes, cutting some oranges, kind of just walking in the cook's room or whatever you call it.
The kitchen?
The
Cook's room. Just the cook's room. Don't
the
go back
kitchen.
here.
The kitchen. I went to the kitchen just to talk to Chris, sneak a little bit of food, and yeah, take some shots in the back.
Hell,
Damn,
dude,
that sounds like a good night of work.
they bought
I
me.
know, man.
I-
Easy
It's a
$50
hell of a deal.
right there, dude.
Was that the night that Chris took the Bookers?
No.
No?
That night, that was Chris's 21st,
Wait,
and
Booker's bourbon?
yeah.
Yes.
So Booker's was
It's
what
good bourbon.
Booker's was what the managers would take shots of when they bought us shots. So it was always around. And at Hard Knocks, if it's your birthday, you get a free birthday shot. So me, Lou, and Chris went to Hard Knocks on Chris's birthday, and I was like, "You'll get Booker's." And Chris tossed that puppy up on, I don't remember if it was on the bar or on the ground, but that shot came up immediately. And dude, that's a rough shot.
Yeah.
Especially when like we were 21. I don't think I could have taken that
Wait.
shot.
Are you Booker's bourbon?
Yeah.
Like Booker T?
Oh, okay.
No,
I don't-
bourbon.
this is
Yeah.
No, it's bourbon. Yeah.
Yeah.
What does it look like? Can you describe it?
It's like it is a thin top.
It's a really
Going
strong
down.
alcohol.
Yeah, it has a big B on the label.
Baker's?
Booker's.
It was
don't know,
Booker's.
Yeah.
What's the prop?
Look
Are
this
you,
up.
Are you saying it's like really good?
No,
and
because
they
right
shouldn't
now
throw it
I'm
out?
in the bourbon scene, and Booker's is like, if it's what I think it is like expensive and hard to find on the shelves. and they release different batches per year, and each one's like a notable thing. And
Yeah, it was this.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it was very expensive.
Yeah, you're definitely supposed to like fucking sip and enjoy that.
Yeah,
and
but-
never just take a shot of it.
But that's the thing. You don't get a free drink on your birthday.
so,
You get a free shot.
so depending on the batch, it could be like 90 something proof, or it could be like 120 something proof.
It was like 120.
And the
Yeah.
thing is,
Yeah.
there was a cap on the level of alcohol you could get, but we worked there, so the bartender was like, whatever.
Those are like at retail, if you can find it, $80 something bottles to $100 bottles.
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, that's
Immediately.
it's from,
do it up.
dude, like,
Immediately.
yeah.
Fucking Chris, dude.
Which,
Crust.
dude, I have a hard time shooting bourbon.
It's 'cause I don't shoot it. I
Because
just
you're not a real
fucking
bender.
just drink it.
God.
Bender boys.
Yeah, he's not a real bender.
Maybe.
So, hang on. So this X-ray job, that was the best or the worst?
It was, I'd say, it wasn't bad. Actually, I have another one that's worse.
I feel like you've enjoyed most of the jobs that most people would have fucking hated.
Yeah. I mean,
Who's got a good outlook?
the only one that I
kidding.
didn't like, I was a dishwasher. That was for
Okay.
Bill Miller's.
Bill
Worst-
Miller's.
Yeah,
Damn,
worst
dude.
job ever. I mean, they paid good at the time.
13, right?
Yeah, it was like $12-13.
I've had those signs up forever.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, dude, I hated it. I hate just picking up after people.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I never. I've worked so many dish pits. If I can wear headphones, I don't give a fuck in a dish
Dude, no,
pit.
they didn't let you do any of that.
Oh, then it's
Nah.
miserable.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the one redeemable thing is when you work dish, a lot of people don't bother you.
Yeah, exactly.
Do your own thing. But
no, you'd have to like not wear headphones because they'd be like, yeah, bus, go over there, clean the shit up, bring it back to the sink, wash
Yeah.
it, and over and over again.
yeah, man, first time I worked a dish pit was when I worked at McAllister's because like everybody had to do dishes on every shift, and oh man, it was just like it wasn't even a dish pit. It was just like sinks, and they had like a not even a full rack dishwasher, so it would take me fucking forever. And man, that was one of the jobs that wouldn't let me take home like remakes or anything. And at one point, my boss was like, "Hey, can you come in early tomorrow?" I was like, "Anything bad?" I'm like, "What?" And he's like, "No, it's not bad. It's good." So I come in, and he's like, "Oh, we're gonna give you a raise, but you have to take a menu test." Which obviously I know the fucking menu. I'm a cook. I work there. I know every station. And I'd been trained on all. What is it? 1, 2. I've been trained on all 3 stations. I did prep in the morning, and I opened almost every day, and I doubled like twice a week. Like I was working like 50 hours a week here. So I take this test. I get 100 because it's over like the sandwiches, which I make every single one of them every day. And they gave me a 5-cent raise for taking the test, and I was like, what is that? $2 before taxes for an 80-hour pay period?
It's gotta like cost more to process that than what it takes to pay you that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they were like, "Oh, you can take another one in 6 weeks," and they add up. And I was like, "No."
Ugh.
add up to 10 cents.
And when I remember when I got that job at Hard Knocks, Josh texted me like, "Yeah, you got the job. Come in tomorrow." I had been at work for about 45 minutes, and I didn't tell anyone anything, and I just left.
Yeah, and that's whenever I got another call.
Hey, we
being
should
like,
coin
"Hey,
something
can you come
here."
in?"
We should coin something here when it's like a fucking place to work at or specific job, and it's like fucking shit work. We just thumbs down. That's a shit work.
Thumbs
McAllister's
down.
shit work.
Shit
Thumbs
work.
down.
I just noticed that a lot of the jobs that I've been talking about, I'm just like, yeah, no, they're cool. They're good. They're good. I like them.
I know. So didn't George work at a Domino's too?
No, George worked at Pizza State.
Okay, we're gonna.
P.S. I love you.
Dude. I ate
Oh,
there back
yeah.
when it was a Double Dave's. Only real Corpus G's fucking remember that one.
I
Not the
remember
people
Double
who
Dave's.
just went to college there, because it was Pizza State by that time.
Pizza State's fire.
Yeah, we fucking used to eat there like once a week, dude.
Dude, getting stoned going to Pizza State.
It was never busy, which was great. It was never super fresh, which was still great. But they'd always fucking like, as soon as I'd walk in, I'd ask the nice lady in the back who like easily smoked 2 packs of Marlboro Reds a day. I was like, "Hey, can you make some of those pepperoni rolls?" She's like, "Yeah, I got you, hun." Just fucking pop them in the oven, dude. Oh man, I'd eat the whole dozen as
Trade.
soon as they'd come out.
Do you remember there was one time you and I went and the entire Ice Race hockey team and their family were there? So there was only, we had to wait for a booth. And then there was some guy that was like 35 by himself, and he was like, "Can I sit with y'all?" And we were like, "Yeah, for sure." And he started telling us about his divorce, and he just moved there. You remember that?
Yes.
And he was all sad, and he was like, he was super nice,
Oh
and
my
he was like, "Thank
God.
y'all for listening to me." Trey and I attract bizarre people, like the homeless guy the other
fucking
day.
randos
Wow.
that come up to Mason and I think it's mostly Mason.
It
That
does
may be
not-
My,
it does
maybe
not-
my
it's
welcoming,
Mason.
warm presence.
It does not happen to me when I'm not with you. I swear.
It's because they see me and I'm like sympathizing for Mason or something.
Yes.
What?
And
Like
they're
they're
just
gonna get some
like,
help?
They're thinking you take them out to lunch.
Yeah.
You feel bad for them.
Dude, oh
like
my
when
God.
Trey
I
ran
totally
out of gas
forgot
at
about
Moore
that.
Plaza.
Oh, shit.
And we went and got a gas can. As we're refilling it, this guy's like, literally, this homeless guy's like, "Can I hit that?" Like he wants to huff
like
the
trying
gas.
to huff our gas can, bro. Right in front of Jamba Juice. Like I'm trying to just fill my gas tank up and get the fuck out of there. He walks up. "Hey, y'all ever sniffed gas before?" We're like, fuck, "No, what the
Dude,
fuck, dude?"
Oh I know
my God.
Mason knows Boomer. Do y'all know Boomer?
Yeah.
Oh, he worked at that Jamba Juice, and one time he told me that a homeless dude came in and used the bathroom, and they were cool. They like let the homeless people use the bathroom. It's fine. But this one time, this dude came in, smeared shit all over the bathroom with his hands.
It's cool until it's
Oh,
not
yeah.
cool.
Yeah. Of course, they took away that policy
I'm just saying.
after that.
Y'all want to get to some would you rathers?
Yeah, Lou
Yeah.
gets to answer first each time.
All right, Lou,
Special
listen up.
guest.
All right, first one. Would you rather show up to a funeral barefoot or with hickeys that you can't cover up?
Oh shit. Hickeys for sure. Hickeys.
What's your reasoning behind hickeys versus like being barefoot?
At a funeral.
You know, the first thing that popped up, weirdly enough, was the Beatles album. You know, I think it was Abbey Road,
Mm-hmm.
where you know, the whole story goes where John Lennon's like the preacher, I think. George is like the guy that buries and, you know, digs up from holes. Paul McCartney's the dead one.
Grave
and Ringo
diggers.
is the he's just a guy. But
Sounds more like
Yeah,
a
we're not a
Gorillaz.
Beatles podcast.
Sounds more like
I
a
know,
Gorillaz
I know.
album.
It's exactly.
I like
what
the
I
Beatles.
was
I've been to
I was
Abbey Road in London.
I hate the Beatles.
I
I
walked
was
on
like
that
iffy to bring
crosswalk.
it up because I know how this guy feels.
I'd go to
about
Abbey
the
Road to
Beatles.
spit on Abbey Road.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, I don't like the Beatles. I'm punk. I'm metal.
It has nothing
I
to do
can't
with
like
that.
the
That's
Beatles.
dude,
I
that's
can't like the
exact-
most popular band."
I
in
think
the
it is
fucking
cool
world.
to shit on the Beatles, but I'm sure you
like the
you
Beatles.
genuinely don't like them.
No, I'm not shitting on it because it's cool. I'm shitting on it because
Teen
it's
angst.
super overrated. And like, even Rolling Stones are 1,000 times better, and we're around the same time period. I think the Beatles hype
Go ahead
is
and
very
continue
lame.
your story, Lewis, before Mason
You know
rained
what?
on your
I forgot
yellow
where
submarine.
I was.
Abbey
You have
Road.
You-
Road.
you
No,
want-
I'm just kidding.
What about
Um,
funeral?
I don't know why that popped in my head, and I just felt like
'Cause
not wearing
one-
shoes is like bad to a funeral. At least. I don't know.
Oh fuck.
Yeah, I guess you'd rather say, yeah, I just got my neck sucked on, rather than, yeah, I just got jumped and someone stole my shoes.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
what if like, you know, your sibling died, and you knew it for a week, and you're out, you know, getting your neck sucked on the night before. Like that's what that says.
I got.
It's coping, bro.
I agree with Lewis in the would you rather. Here's my reasoning: is you show up barefooted at the funeral, people think you're like fucking drunk and hungover and sloppy, and you couldn't find your shoes in the morning, right? You show up with hickeys. That's along the lines of some of that sympathy sex, like the fact of hooking up
Yeah.
at or around a funeral. That's a thing. It's in the movies. It's in TV shows. People know that's a thing. So you got some hickeys. Oh, you're just having some sad, you know, sympathy loving.
Yeah.
by
What
the
was
funeral.
that movie?
But you still showed up with your
Wedding
shoes
Crashers.
on.
The funeral-
Jesus.
I was gonna say Funeral Crashers.
The wedding crashers.
Oh, at the very end, in fucking
Yeah.
Will
Will
Ferrell's
Ferrell.
doing funerals. It's like you gotta drive funerals, man.
Dude, I 100% would go hickeys too. And y'all know me. I fucking love being barefoot. If you didn't have to wear shoes at HEB, I wouldn't, which I have definitely not done in the Bluff. I've straight up gone in barefoot coming from the beach. But
Yeah, that's what the bluff's
Yeah.
for, dude.
yeah, I'm a
Barefoot
when,
bluff, man.
When I'm in the Bluff, I'm a bluff rat. Dude, I've straight up I was coming home from work at 4 a.m.
We've been in the Bluff before.
And I was in the Bluff at a light, and there was like a 7-month pregnant lady smoking a cigarette walking across the street.
Yikes.
I should have taken a photo.
You got bluffed.
The next Einstein right there. Y'all don't even fucking know it. He's in like 3rd grade at fucking Flower Bluff elementary school right now.
So
man.
what's next on the what if?
Oh, I got
Hang
another
on.
would you rather.
What would you do,
would
Garrett?
You rather?
Oh yeah.
He's definitely a no shoes type of guy.
I'm gonna go no shoes. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
At a funeral.
I would rather go no shoes personally, but just like I don't know, if my sister died and it was my mom like looking at me like, why do you have hickey? Like I couldn't deal
you
with
gotta
that.
worry about if there's sticker burrs in the grass, fire ants, man. It's just like,
If I'm going to the
sticker
person's
burrs.
funeral, they're gonna know me well enough to be like, oh, he's not wearing shoes for some reason. Well, it's whatever.
Damn, okay, then I'm gonna flop
Okay.
to no shoes.
I'm still sticking with the hickeys.
yeah.
The night before I'll
I
get
have hickeys.
I'll get rest in peace with whoever died tattooed on my foot the night before.
Fucking like knuckle tattoos, but on your toes.
I used to hang out with a girl who has burritos tattooed on her toes.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, that's probably one of the nastiest things I've ever heard.
Dude. God, Mason.
Mason. Why would you even bring that up right now?
All right, what's the next would you rather?
All right, this one I'm pretty sure I think we'd all have a unanimous answer. Would you rather never age or never have to sleep to function?
That's pretty split,
Now,
man.
I'll go first on this one. The obvious choice is never sleep to function, because think of all you could get done twice as much as any living person, but I think that not having the division of days would be very strange. And I think you would, if you weren't already had some kind of mental illness or whatever, I think all the time of like being awake when no one else is, you would either get very depressed or you would end up with some kind of habit. Like you're gonna end up like clubbing and shit because you never have to sleep, you know. And even if
sound bad.
even if you don't, you're gonna end up incredibly depressed.
Can I drink until I pass out?
No, you don't sleep, but you're always
it says
you're never tired.
you don't have to sleep to function, but you can still sleep.
No, let's go. You can't sleep, but you won't be tired.
Zero sleep. So you either don't age or zero sleep. That's
Yeah.
What if I'm put in a
interpreted
sleeper
as.
hold?
And let's say on the fuck you. Let's say on the well, you could get knocked out, but it's just gonna make you foggy when you wake up. And let's say with the never age, you can pick when you stop aging, which would be cool, but I think it would be kind of bizarre. Where you're like, I'm 73, and you know.
Can I turn it on and off, or do I
No,
only
no,
get
no, no.
once?
No.
Yeah,
Right
just pick
now,
the
we
age.
never age again.
Yeah.
From fucking today years old. What say you, Lou?
Probably 25. Yeah, I feel like it's a
You
good
would
age
choose the never age?
after 25. Yeah,
I think I'd want to pick like maybe like 30.
Mason, you're scared to get to 30. Come on.
Not as scared as I was. Now that I turned 26, I feel a little bit better.
Trey.
Does my brain stay as a
No.
or everything
This is tough for you,
develops?
Garrett.
and
You like you won't develop like knee pain. Like you won't get the old people physical shit, but mentally you'll be like 60, 70, 80.
okay.
Yeah, mine's never age. I have to say that.
I think I would do the never age. You could still die, but you'd be your same age forever. And
That's lit.
I
want
think
that
all
one.
of us are at, like the peak of, or at the end of our bodies stopped growing now. We're all 26, 27.
Yeah.
And like capability wise, physically, and everything else, I think we're like at a good age to just never fucking age again. And
I think
I will
so.
say also, looking back at each night, I enjoy fucking getting into bed and going to sleep.
Oh yeah, sleep.
It's like
Yeah,
when you
definitely.
finally crawl into bed when you're exhausted, it's just like, oh,
And like even think about, you have a bad day.
like sleeping to
You're going
function.
through something. Like
I need to check
sleeping is a nice reset.
yeah,
You know.
you gotta sleep.
However, I think I might go never sleep because I already got some fucking issues. And granted, I can work through them. And I think I might be able to handle the no sleep.
I'd say, there's cons to not aging, right?
Definitely.
And the people you know are going to age, or the people you love are going to age, and then they die, and you're still fucking 27.
No, I mean, you'll be like, you could still get taken out. You could still get cancer or whatever. Like, you're probably going to die within 100 years for sure.
You don't know me.
But it would
Bubble boy.
it would be incredibly hard to date because everyone would keep getting older. And it would just
You just love him and leave him like a cowboy.
It's called leasing at that point.
That's
Yeah,
why I
man.
love high school girls.
Turn it in for the newer model.
More
They
I
get
him.
older.
Yeah.
I stay the same age.
There you go.
Yo, you joking or what?
No. Call me Travis.
I got pictures, bitch.
Yeah.
I thought it was the more
I
get
don't know if I said
older,
it right.
they stay the same age.
The older
I get older,
The
they
older
stay
I
the
get,
same age.
they stay the
yeah.
same
Yeah,
age.
yeah,
That's
you're
what
right,
it is.
You're right, you're right.
More I get older, they stay the same.
Don't think about it too much, Garrett.
I know what the line is.
What is it?
He just said it.
Da-
I can take y'all to where that was filmed. Actually, I know where that was filmed here in town.
Nice. That'd be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Do y'all have
Not very exciting.
any bumps for this week?
Huh?
All right, Lou, so we'll walk you through the shift work bump.
Shift work.
Just anything you're into, anything you fuck with, doesn't matter if it's a beer, a restaurant, a band, fucking a brand of soap, whatever you got. You can literally anything you could think of in the universe. If you like using a certain word, you can bump it. What do you got? Just anything recently that
That I
you're
like.
like, I fuck with this.
Okay. Nothing.
The band or what?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah, dude. You giving them that bump?
Giving them that bump.
What's the first thing that popped into your mind?
The first thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lou's got a little girlie he's crushing on. You can give her the bump.
No.
You don't gotta say a name.
If she won't let him.
Oh.
Lou's bump is the woman's body
Yes.
after consent is given
Definitely.
and remains
Consent is good.
consensual.
Yeah.
All right.
It's almost creepy, but
No,
Nope.
It's not. No, it's not.
Is consent creepy to you, Mason?
no. I said that's why I said almost.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Mason's a weirdo. man.
Beto.
He's a weirdo.
Hold on, wait.
I'm gonna bump funerals.
Shift work bump.
I think funerals are pretty fun.
With or without shoes.
Yeah, with or without shoes, it doesn't matter.
What
I
about
don't know.
hickeys?
What?
What about hickeys?
Yeah, with or without hookies.
What if you had
Yeah.
hickeys on your feet and you weren't wearing shoes?
I don't think anyone would even think it was a hickey. Watch it, your big toes just purple.
Yeah. Everyone's like, emotions are high, and you can like just look at someone and be like, damn, this is crazy, right?
I've always been very
And-
flat at funerals. Even if it was someone I was devastated died. The funeral, I'm always just like a zombie. Before and after, I'll be a mess or deal with it or grieve or whatever. But during the service, it just feels like just like nothing. I don't know.
Yeah, I will say my dad's funeral, the priest kept calling him by his first name, but he never went by his first name.
Yeah.
His name was Jeffrey Matthew, but he went by Matt.
Yeah.
And
Oh, that's
the priest
weird.
kept saying Jeffrey.
It's really
and,
disingenuous.
like, yeah. And I was getting so
Should've
pissed
corrected his
off.
ass.
I almost like stood up and be like, his name's Matt, motherfucker. I didn't.
That's for the best.
But
I get that.
I got
yeah, after that one, I don't know, funerals was kind of Kind of fun. My grandpa's funeral was all right.
My grandpa's funeral,
Got to see it. All my family came down. You know,
we were all
it's nice.
super close with him. Like, my grandpa's the shit. Weirdly, he was 80, at least 85 when he died. And there were a lot of people that knew him that came still, which is crazy. And, everyone's crying in the service, like, feeling bad, doing the average funeral thing.
Crying in the club.
Yeah, in the club. No, in the fucking Bayview Funeral Home. And, everyone said something. My mom, my dad, just everybody. And we all kept, like, not really me, but, like, my parents and whatnot kept looking at my uncle, my dad's brother, to go say something. And I know Mark wanted to. He was just worked up. He was like, all right, I'll go. And he was sitting in the front pew. And you know how in front of the front pew they have that, like, guard thing that doesn't have, like, a seat? Mm-hmm. My uncle tried to, like, step over it and, like, busted his ass.
That's
and
awesome.
Everyone cracked up. And it was, like, the best thing that could have happened. Because from then on, the mood was just far less serious, which was, like...
Yeah. And then it makes it
nice.
kind of fun, and you can, and then you can like actually celebrate the life of someone, and then like eat cake.
Yeah,
Eat cake.
At my dad's funeral, he had a cake, and I don't know how he did it, or maybe it was in his will or something. But on the cake, it was a picture of him waving goodbye.
Holy shit!
Like that. It was hilarious, dude. It was so funny. Oh, also. At the reception, I found out that our friend Josh and I are cousins. Yeah, my dad's cousin is Josh's aunt or something. So yeah, we're distantly related. Would have never found that out.
Shout out Josh.
Shout out Josh.
What's Josh?
Josh Newell. You don't know him.
He got me my Hard Knocks job.
I've known Josh since
and my
like,
Chewy's
elementary
job.
School.
Isn't that wild how like weddings or funerals you always end up like, whoa, you're in my family somehow?
Yeah. Also, and way back in the day at McAllister's, Mason worked with Josh's now girlfriend.
And Josh's now girlfriend got me a job at Twin Peaks, and Josh has gotten me 2 jobs.
Yeah.
Damn.
Josh is the homie.
Josh is the homie.
Go back
Y'all
on the
owe
way.
that dude a beer.
Bump Josh.
No, I bump funerals. I mean, I'll get 2 bumps.
Yeah,
Funerals and Josh.
You can give as many bumps as you want. You got anything in mind, Trey Naldo?
I want to bump dogs. Yesterday, no, 2 days ago, we're at this giant like drainage ditch / field in my neighborhood. Pretty much a 1 acre lot used for like overflow drainage, but it's a field 99% of the time. And recently, over the past couple months, all the dogs in the neighborhoods congregate there around 5 after the workday and have like a big puppy party. And our dog, Phoebe, she's about 82, 85 pounds, mostly Great Pyrenees, sweetheart. And
False. She's 25%. I saw the paper.
We rounded
Yikes.
up. Mostly Great Pyrenees because she's all white and has more Great Pyrenees.
She does look
traits.
just like Great Pyrenees, though.
Okay.
Don't deny her heritage.
25% Great Pyrenees, 25% Border Collie, 25% Alaskan Malamute. The other 25% were mixed African / Middle Eastern dog descent.
She got the recessive gene.
She's
The homeland.
mostly fucking Great Pyrenees, though.
So she's a mutt.
Hit me up.
Don't say that.
No, dude. Honestly, though, like she looks pretty fucking pure. Like she's, I don't know. She's great.
Pure
Anyways,
white? What are you trying to say?
No, like she looks like
don't
pure
stoop down to Mason's
in her
level.
traits. So, anyways, we're at this field. There's like 8 other dogs. They're all playing, having fun in this puppy party. And there's an alley that comes from the neighborhood. Fences all on one side. The other 2 sides are like bush and field and like trees and shit, into brush. And then the 4th side is a street, a road. Right, so everyone mostly walks in from that little alley in the fence side. There's a street and then bush. All right, so we're sitting there in the field in the center. everything's going great. We're about to head in. When out of nowhere, this creature, mostly dog, runs out of that alley from the neighborhood, not the bush, from the neighborhood, runs out, kind of gets disoriented, and then darts off towards the road. My girlfriend and I are standing there, along with the other owners, like jaw dropped. We don't know what this thing is. It's hairless, but gray and black and mangy looking, and it's hopping on 3 legs, like its 4th leg is injured. And this little kid who's playing in the field is like, look, that's a coyote. And then we're like, oh, Buck, that's a coyote. Right then and there, Phoebe just fucking takes off after it. I'm like, oh, son of a bitch. Runs down the road, and this 3-legged coyote's like outrunning my fucking 80-pound dog too. And she's dead sprinting, like trying to chase after it. Which is in her fucking breed too, mind you, to like just go chase these predators off from her little flock of puppy friends.
And she only listens when she wants to listen, right?
Yeah. Yeah, good side note is if you look up the Great Pyrenees breed, it literally says at the bottom, at the end of the day, they're going to do what they want to do. Like, they're not some lab you could just train to your beck and call. Anyhow, I was drunk at this point, but fucking took off running after Phoebe because we had to go get my dog. And I'm, like, sprinting down the street. Did not want to be sprinting because I'm drunk. If you've ever sprinted when you're drunk, it's not fun.
Not a good time.
I get down the road, can't even find Phoebe. Some fucking dude on a longboard is cruising by. He's like, hey, is that your dog? Yeah, she went that way. Cool, thanks, man. I fucking, like, continue running. Hit her right at the dead end. Run another block down this cul-de-sac. I'm yelling out, Phoebe, come. And here she comes just out of the bush, like fucking smiling like she did her a good job. She's such a good girl. I'm so pissed. And she's just like smiling, cheesing. Hey, that was fun, wasn't it? Anyways, dogs my bump. Dogs are cool. They're fucking super rad.
Dogs are cool.
That was my fun Phoebe story for the week.
Nice.
It wasn't that
This is
fun.
a beautiful story.
Yeah, we're technically a cat podcast, but
Yeah,
we do love dogs.
We do
My
love
girlfriend
dogs.
has 2 cats. I'm a fucking
Oh,
stepdad.
they're the best cats.
I don't claim them. I'm a stepdad.
Shout out Baba.
You'll warm up to them eventually.
I've known them for years.
Shout out Stinky.
Oh yeah, that's true.
I knew them before you were an official cat dad, Mason.
I've
Shout out my cheese.
2015.
Wherever she
2015.
is.
Bubba.
Oh,
She's
she's
right there. Hey, cheese.
Yeah, I think that we would have a dog if it wasn't for Cheese. And I'm not talking shit. I just know that Feeny and Baba would get along with a dog fine. Because Feeny grew up with dogs. Baba's very friendly. I think Cheese would just hide forever. And I don't want to do that to her.
Cheese has had a very traumatic life, and so she has a hard time
apprehensive.
adjusting to people. But
It's great that she's out here right now, though. She might not know
That's my
anyone's
girl.
here. but
Mason. You got any bumps?
I do got some bumps.
Multiple? You just give out bumps like it's fucking candy.
Yeah, that's the point.
Out of your pedo van.
I want to bump Steph, Megan, and Garrett for getting me this fucking actual gold chain that I know y'all got for a discount, but still spent too much money on. I got my grandpa's ring around it. It feels nice to have my neck not turn green.
yo, I
Gangrene.
how many carats is it?
Yo, 40.
4?
40?
Cuarenta's 40.
14.
14.
14.
Sorry, not 40.
14 carat. It's not bad.
But yeah,
Not bad
36,
gold.
21.
I got
No, it's-
I got choked up and y'all gave it to me. It was very nice.
We love
Is
you,
it a
bro.
choker?
Who choked you?
It's a little short, but
Did the gold chain choke you?
Who
And that's
choked
why you
you?
got choked up?
I can't.
How much
talk
choke
about
could a
it.
choker choke? If a choker could choke
I would
Mason?
also like to give the bump to internal family systems therapy. It's fantastic.
Is that the lady?
It is the lady. It's just a not very talked about field of therapy that I think has 1,000 times more merit than shit like. Don't worry about that. Oh man.
And with that, folks.
No, we're not cutting it. I forgot to delete it. It was there from the last episode. And now I'm gonna leave the theme song in so that this makes sense. Yo, Trey, recording vocals right now.
And Lou.
All right.
Yeah,
And-
sorry about that, y'all.
So, hang on. You referenced the name. What is the type of therapy? And then you could name drop the lady so it makes a little more sense.
Yeah, it's called Internal Family Systems. So it was created by a guy who I believe is from Texas, named Dick
I'm from
Schwartz.
Texas.
Let's just go with that he is from Texas.
Yeah,
It's
and
better.
it's I don't know. I think it is way more merit than even just normal cognitive behavioral talk therapy.
Yeah.
Essentially, and when I first looked into it, it sounds like some new agey hippie shit where you're like, but I've tried it, and dude, I've tried meditation, talk therapy, everything. I've never
Masturbation?
been able. Yes, I've never been able to like click with anything or have any kind of progress except this, and I even went into it completely reluctant, but just I'll give it a shot. But I was like, this shit ain't gonna work. And it does work. Essentially, the theory behind it is within each person you have multiple parts. And even when you think about, if you're just, like if I'm telling Trey a story and you're like, yeah, like I have this problem, but a part of me wants to do this, a part of me wants to do that. They're absolutely parts. Every emotion you feel is a part. Any things you don't like, any bad feelings, any good feelings, those are all parts. And they all play an important role, even the negative ones. So essentially, if you have, I'll just put it in layman's terms because it would take me forever to explain, parts, protectors, exiles, firefighters. There's a lot of kind of terms that go along with it. But essentially, if you have a part that you have a problem with or just making you uncomfortable, it can even, these parts can even be as severe as OCD, suicidal thoughts, as extreme as you could think that is a part in you. And you essentially, they kind of put you in this meditative state, not in like a hypnotic way, but they just kind of ask you questions about like, all right, pull up this part if you can. When you're aware of it, let me know. Where do you feel it on your body? And you just kind of close your eyes, sit in a quiet room and just focus on it. And your therapist will ask you questions, have you talk to the part, ask if they can talk to the part. And you just kind of separate yourself and, look at it across from you. And it's bizarre. I've had it show up as, past I've had it shown up as like younger parts of myself, like me when I was 15, me when I was 8. I've had it show up as like a purple light, like many different things. And you're not even like cognitively trying to create a picture. It's just whatever shows up. And, your therapist just guides you through talking to this thing, and you quote unquote unburden it when it's ready to listen, essentially. And sometimes you can't, sometimes you can, sometimes you unburden it and it comes back. You just have to keep working at it. But it's not about trying to get parts to go away, because they never will. It's about letting them know that they are heard and that they have done their part. And that you are just fine, not without it, but you are just fine without this part being hypervigilant, and that it now can rest. And I've had, it's the only thing that's like truly helped me. And usually after I've had some kind of breakthrough or whatever, I'll have a couple good days. And then, these things will kind of come back, but they're almost always with less volume. So I can see 100% we're working at these things over time. Will do a lot. And even the first time I had a session, we just worked on something kind of innocuous. I won't get into what it was just because it's kind of personal, but something that wasn't really bothering me, just to get in the routine of working on these things. And it was just this like physical anxiety response I've had since I was a kid. And this is the most it's ever worked. I physically, at one point, felt it lift like out of my stomach and like through my mouth, and I like breathed in like heavier than I like ever have, like 3 or 4 times, and it was something from when I was a kid. And when it was done, I could smell the food that in the smell of the cafeteria from when I was like 5 years old. Like when I could fucking smell it. It wasn't like, you get a whiff in the air. It was like 100% there. It was so weird. And then the rest of the day, I felt like heavy, almost like when you have the flu. And it really felt like I expunged some shit. So, obviously, I don't want this to be like a heavy podcast, but I figured I'd throw it out there because I've had a myriad of problems. I've been on a billion medications. I've tried every supplement under the sun. I've done so many things, and even therapy that didn't help. And this is something that really, I feel is my like fucking skeleton key to like unlocking all the fucking doors that have been shut for so long that I can't stand. You know what I mean? So if you're struggling with something, even if it's nothing too big, look into it. Just Google internal family systems, Dick Schwartz on YouTube, and just kind of watch it. The theory made perfect sense to me, and I'm a fucking critic with these things. Like, I don't believe shit. And it's helpful. And all this shit is a long process, and we all wish it could get over quicker. But I tell everyone I know about this because it's like, I cannot believe that it is not more talked about, because it just seems 1,000 times more logical than every other option,
Is this how you tackled your fear of COVID?
I have no fear of COVID. Give me that straight COVID, baby. Well,
pack a can of COVID-19 wintergreen. Put some in your lip.
Dude, that would be a great meme. Photoshop the COVID-19 on Copenhagen. Oh, Trey got me on that Cope Mint. I know Trey's dipped in a long time, but
the good stuff, none of that pussy skull.
None of that pussy skull.
That welfare bear.
Yo, y'all wanna
shout out Joe Dirt.
Y'all wanna dip a whole can on stream?
Joe Dirt.
Who's down?
Dude, I'll do some dumb shit if people start paying us money.
Oh, me too.
Don't get me started.
Yeah, email us at shiftworkpodcast@gmail.com if you want us to just rail some Copenhagen.
Sniff snuff. We'll find some sniff snuff.
Ooh.
You know what we can do? We can cut open those little pouches of like the
snus.
The dip. We'll cut them open and just hit lines of that.
I'm not. I'll video.
We'll do that for money.
I'm not gonna do that.
We'll do it for money, yo.
Mason will do it.
Yeah, you donate $10, I'll do it.
Yeah.
All right. So
Trey will shove it up his ass, and Garrett will just dip it.
Yo, boof in the Copenhagen.
You ever
man.
butt chug? You ever put a dip in your butt?
Mm-mm.
I know a wicked tuna man out of the Port Aransas jetties. That is definitely.
Sounds like
Put a
some
dip
Port
in his
Aransas
butt.
shit.
Does he live on the jetty? Because it sounds like he does.
He has for a few nights.
Fiend.
I've lived on the Port Aransas jetty for a few nights.
Hell yeah. Well, all right. That sounds like a good place to be.
Yeah. Follow us on Instagram. Share us. Send it to other Corpus peeps.
Shiftwork Podcast on Instagram. Shiftworkpodcast at gmail.com. We did go live for this episode on Twitch under my name, Strength of Fates, but I will make a Shiftwork specific Twitch for the next one. This was just kind of done on a whim. Lou, I want to thank you for being the first guest.
Thank you,
Had
Lou.
a good time.
Thank you, guys.
You're welcome back anytime you want to. There's no reason we couldn't have you again.
I'll be back tomorrow.
Hit me up.
Stories. Hit me up.
But hell yeah.
First guest on the Shiftwork
First
podcast.
guest.
That's
Episode
me.
3.
That's me.
It's pretty good. All right.
All right, take care, y'all. We love you.
Keep punching that card,
I love
motherfuckers.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Mason, how do you turn this shit off? Mason.
Keep working real hard. Keep punching that card.